For most of us, the word museum conjures up a place filled with statues or paintings or dinosaurs. But Jim Axelrod is taking us to a very different kind of collection, perfectly situated in Lucille Ball's hometown.
At first glance, it looks like just another group of tourists drawn to the National Comedy Center in Jamestown, New York, to see artifacts like Lucy's polka-dotted frock,
I don't have a lot of clothes.
Jerry Seinfeld's ruffled shirt,
Is that what you're wearing?
The monologue is going to bring tears to your eyes.
the curtains from The Tonight Show.
3, 2, 1, cut!
But this is no ordinary group of tourists. It's the family of comedy legend Carl Reiner, here to open the archive named in his honor.
When I say the Carl Reiner Department of Archives and Preservation, what washes over you all?
That he had a life that needed to be archived and preserved.
You got a cigar? Cigar? No. Give me $1. It's a joke. It's a joke.
His three children, the well-known actor and director Rob Reiner, Annie, a psychoanalyst, and Lucas, an artist, have donated 75 boxes of their dad's scripts, screenplays, and photographs to the center.
You got a guy from the Bronx who seems to be heading off for a career repairing sewing machines. And he ends up with part of a museum named after him. A museum. Would that have given him pleasure?
Oh, he would have loved it.
Yeah, he would have loved that, because no way would he ever have expected that to happen.
Yeah.
Carl's impact on film was everything from noir to silly.
The museum's director, Journey Gunderson, is thrilled to have every one of the 18,000 pages of Reiner's work.
One of the things that we can showcase is process. You see multiple drafts of every script. You see handwritten notes in the margins. You see the painstaking effort that went into the fine-tuning of the laugh.
Didn't anyone ever teach you how to make a GI knot? It's supposed to be tight!
His career spans 7 decades, creating American comedy's royal lineage.
That was the last straw! You asked for it,
A
buddy!
second banana to Sid Caesar on Your Show of Shows. The straight man to Mel Brooks's 2,000-year-old man.
In other words, you're afraid to fly in an airplane.
On the nosy.
I see, but why?
Because if the good Lord meant man to fly, he would have given him tickets, right?
He painted him into a corner, and then Mel had to come up with something brilliant to get out of it. He loved doing that. He loved getting those things out of people.
The Dick Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke.
Creator of The Dick Van Dyke Show. About a young sitcom writer, but loosely based on Reiner's own life.
Huh? Would you like these? What do you suggest I do with all of these now, huh?
Well, there must be some needy bald people.
I think of him sitting at his desk the first 5 years of my life writing the Dick Van Dyke Show. That was his favorite.
You know, you saw that spirit there.
Yeah.
And
Great.
that humor.
Father to one of the stars of perhaps the greatest sitcom ever.
So, you're Mr. Bunker. You figured that out, huh?
Husband to the woman who delivered one of film's all-time great one-liners.
I'll have what she's having.
And mentor to the likes of Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin, and Bette Midler.
Listen, he got 12 Emmys, he got the Mark Twain Prize, but he never thought about those things. The greatest gift was his ability to give to other people and give his humor and make people feel good.
Can you see the chairs?
In one corner of a room at the National Comedy Center, you'll find the soul of the archive. 2 chairs from Carl Reiner's den.
That got me more than anything.
Where he and Mel Brooks, now 96, would eat dinner and watch TV every night. After Brooks's wife, Anne Bancroft, and Reiner's wife, Estelle, had both died.
They talked a lot about old music and old actors and old movies.
They took a lot of naps because they were old.
The men who'd formed one of comedy's great partnerships had an even more meaningful connection: their friendship.
And after he passed away, for the longest time, Mel would go
1 year.
A whole
1 year.
year.
He would go over to the house and sit there, have dinner, and watch television when my dad wasn't there for a whole year.
Carl Reiner died in June of 2020, when everyone was distracted by the pandemic. Perhaps his life and legacy weren't celebrated the way they deserved to be. But now, how Carl Reiner shaped our culture is on brilliant display at this museum. His humility.
I'm standing here because Sid Caesar and Mel Brooks and Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke and Steve Martin were in my life. That's the truth. And that's all I got to say.
His humanity. His humor. And a command of how to live life that was also museum quality.
People have always asked me his influence. Did he give you advice? The advice I got from him was just watching him, how he conducted his career, how he conducted his life. And I said, that was the greatest lesson I could get. It was how he lived his life was the greatest advice I could get.